Good morning, students. Today we will study pteridophytes under plant kingdom. What are pteridophytes? What they include? They include horsetail and ferns. They are found in cool, dampy, sandy places. Some flourish well in sandy soil condition. Evolutionary, they are first terrestrial plants to possess vascular tissue. Tissue means that water for sorry, xylem for conducting water and phloem for conducting food. Here we can also see the diagram of horsetail, that figure of horsetail and the ferns. Here is Selaginella. This is the root part. This is the leaves. Stem means the body part is well differentiated into leaves, stem and root in pteridophytes. In bryophyte, the dominant phase is the gametophyte, but in pteridophytes the dominant phase is sporophyte. It is differentiated into true root, stem and leaves. Here sporophyte means that sporophyte that means that produce spores, that is sporophyte. These organs well differentiated vascular tissue. These leaves in pteridophytes are small as in Selaginella or large as in ferns. Here you can see the picture of ferns. These quite large leaves as compared to Selaginella. That is, what is the economic importance of this? These are used for medical purposes. They are used as soil binders. They are grown as ornaments. There are number of such that is used for making medicine. This is rattlesnake ferns, ostrich fern, bracken ferns. These all are used for in that medical purposes, and these are used in ornaments. Actinopectoris, asparagus ferns, Diopatris, these all are used as an ornament. Their color is quite attractive, so it is used for in the ornaments, as ornaments. Sporophytes bear sporangia that are subtended by leaf like appendage called sporophytes. Here we can see this with the diagram here. This is the root, sporophyte, young leaves. These are the just merging new leaves. Rhizomes, this is leaves. Mega phylum means that leaves are quite bigger than other that smaller plants. These are sorry sporophytes. These dotted are sporophytes, and this sporophyte is further magnified in that we can see a sporangious tissue that is diploid to an immature sporangium, that quite easy to understand with the diagram. In some cases, sporophyte form distinct compact structure called strobili or cones. That example is Selaginella. That again we can see this example of Selaginella strobile. There is quite compact structure is there. Other is stem, in that is a rhizobium, that is branch, node, strobiles. Again is here. These strobiles are quite compact in concept. Sporangia produce spores by meiosis in spore mother cell. Spore mother cell means that cell, that first cell. After that, that daughter cell will be formed. So sporangia produce spore by meiosis in Spore mother cell. Spore germinates to give inconspicuous small multicellular free living mostly photosynthetic thalloid gametophyte called prothallus. Just we can see with this diagram, this is gametophyte. Gametophyte, this further will change sporangium. Spores, this spores changes to gametophyte. This rhizobium, sporophyte, and further it changes into leaves, full plant. This is the ferns. This diagram that clearly show the ferns. Prothallus require cool, damp, shady place to grow. Also, it need water for fertilization. So the spread of pteridophytes is limited and restricted to narrow geographical region. The gametophyte bears male and female sex organ called antheridia and archegonia respectively. Means antheridia in the case of male and archegonium in the case of female. This diagram also, this is rhizoid antheridium archegonia, this structure, growing plant. This is lateral margin. Reproduction, water is needed for transfer of anthrozoid, that is male gamete, from antheridia to the mouth of archegonium. Archegonium is female gamete. Anthrozoid fuses with the egg in the archegonium to form zygote. Zygote develop to multicellular well differentiated sporophytes. Here we can understand this. This is sperm, this is egg, together formed a zygote. This further develop into fern plant. Again it will form a new plant. Now spore will be germinated. Again this spore start growing. And gametophyte, this is the way how they reproduce. Most of the pteridophytes produce similar kind of spores, that is homosporous plant. Other produce two kind of spores, macro, that is mega, and microspores. They are heterosporous. Microsporous means that gametes are similar, means that in the same plant male and female gamete is produced, means bisexual flower, bisexual plant. And heterosporous means heterosporous plant, means unisexual plant. And homosporous produces bisexual plant, that is spongilina. And here is microspores. This is the exine, intrine, nucleus, and cytoplasm. Exine is the outermost, intrine is the second layer, nucleus in the middle, cytoplasm, that is megaspores. This is nucleus, that is structure of that plant. Megaspore and microspore germinate and give rise to female and male gametophyte respectively. The female gametophyte are retained on the parent sporophytes for variable period. Within female gametophytes, zygote developed into young embryo. This event is a precursor to the seed habit. It is considered as an important step in evolution. Means, again I will repeat this, with female gametophyte, zygote develops into young embryo. Means from here that female gametes and the male gamete fuses to form zygote. So from this event led to the important step in the evolution, that seed from seed new organism can develop. This is Lycopodium cones. This Lycopodium is also used in the medicine. Legionella cones is a heterosporous, whereas Lycopodium is homosporous. Means that male and female gamete is within the same plant. Here it is different. And this is the life cycle, that meiosis will take place first, that is spores, that is haploid, and germinate spore, young spores. This is the first life cycle of that plant. And classes of peridophyte, these are the Coelopsida first, Lycopsida, Phenopsida, Pteridophyta. These are the classes of peridophytes, but we in NCERT book it is not mentioned. We don't have to. This is not in our syllabus, so we don't have to study. But still, I given you the name. These are the examples in which they belong to. That Lycopsida, that include Celostum, Selaginella, and Lycopodium is under Lycopsida. These are the examples. Thank you for today.